The Coaches Show is brought to you by Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, family owned and operated since 1977. Get the best service with Prentice Allsup Heating and Air online at PrenticeAllsup.com. Danny Brewer here. I'm extremely pleased now to be joined by Eagleville boys head basketball coach Davy McClaran. Coach McClaran, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me this morning.
Oh, we're happy to have you. Coach, I'm just going to say this. You are a staple of basketball here in the county because I'm just going to, tell the folks, how long have you been coaching basketball here in Rutherford County?
Well, this is my 8th year here in Rutherford County.
Okay, but you've coached basketball because you were at Forest for a long time too, right?
Yes, sir. This is year 32 overall.
32 years of coaching basketball. So obviously it's in your blood and you got a passion for it. I mean, does it, I guess obviously it's not getting old for you, right?
Sir? No, sir. Not at all.
So let's talk a little bit about what you got going on this year at Eagleville. I think you boys are pretty good.
We're a very experienced team. We bring back a lot of players who have seen a lot of action over the last 4 years, and they have put themselves in this position. So we're having a great season so far.
So when we talk about the experience, obviously when you're at this level, seniors, juniors, kids who've been on the floor a lot, it does make a difference.
It does. There's a lot of past experiences that we can, use as example. Go back to good games, tough games, disappointments, and kind of just game plan around those and see what worked and see what didn't. And this group is very flexible. We have a lot of different guys that step up every single night. The strength of this team is not an individual. It's the team itself with a lot of great individuals that sacrifice a lot of personal goals for team goals.
Team chemistry. Talk about the importance of that.
Yeah, I mean, they just enjoy playing with one another. They know each other's strengths, and they just have a feel for one another. We play a lot of games in the summer, gel together. We keep the JV and varsity together at practices. The younger guys get to see these older guys play. It really is a culture coming through. They love to see each other succeed. They want to see each other do their best because they know when one of their teammates is having a great game, then they're going to have one as well.
Coach, talk a little bit about the makeup of your starting lineup. I mean, seniors, juniors. Tell me a little bit about who you got, and let's talk a little bit about some of these kids.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate this year. I have 5 seniors that start, and I have one senior that comes off the bench who's, starter capable. I mean, I really have 8 starters. To be honest, I have 3 kids that come off the bench, 1 senior, 2 juniors. But my starters, Drake Goer's my point guard, Owen McLaren's guard, Jackson Nichols is a guard, James Biga is a combo. He was my previous point guard, but he is, again, you talk about sacrifice, he has stepped down from point guard to play forward. And Camden Cole, he's a forward, he's a combo as well. And he can play every position on the floor. And then you have Adrian Severi, who comes off the bench, who plays point guard and guard as well. And Gabe Cole is the little brother of Camden, and he's a combo guard as well. He'll play forward for us or 3. And then Micah Severi, who comes in, and Micah's a point guard, but he'll play the post. He got some post action last night. He doesn't care as long as he gets on the floor. He'll play whatever position you ask him to. So lots of experience, 5 seniors. You don't get that every year, and just very fortunate to have that experience.
The depth, I mean, that's a coach's dream when you basically have 8 starters. Having that kind of depth gives you lots of versatility.
It does. It allows us to play fast and aggressive and physical. We tend to initiate the contact, initiate the pace of the game, and we will foul some, but we can play with a lot of confidence that our bench is going to. Sometimes our bench will come in and push us forward even more. Sometimes we get better when we go to the bench, and then that's happened several times this year. And so with that kind of depth, it allows you. It's more fun to watch. Obviously, the fans enjoy the fast pace and the aggressiveness, but it's also fun to play. And the kids, they want to play fast, and not everybody gets to do that. I've had teams that can't play fast in the past, or you don't have the depth to play fast. And this is just something that has been, fun to not only coach, but allow the guys to play in a system that they really do enjoy.
Coach, do you think you've got, with all these kids who can play and do different things, internal competition from your team, the internal competition, you think that's made you a lot better?
Yeah, I mean, they all have, their own personal goals, and they all compete against one another in practice, and they all feel like they can be the man on any given time, and that's a good thing to have. At the end of the ball game, they all want the ball, but they're all extremely coachable and trustworthy, and they'll trust me. They'll allow me to make the mistakes and not them at certain times. But there's a lot of there with any program, you're going to have competition within, and we do so many drills where we go best versus best. So we have every single day I get to watch our guys compete against one another. We'll split them up, and the practices are truly where the magic happens. A lot of great competition goes on in our practices every single day. And it's that's just something that's not every team gets to have.
The practice where magic happens. Love it, Coach, and you're absolutely right. Let's tell me a little bit about what happened this week as far as at Eagleville basketball. What did you guys do this week?
Yeah, we were on the road this week. We played at Santa Fe, and then we played last night at Mount Pleasant. We won against Santa Fe 64-47, and we won last night against Mount Pleasant 82-35. We go to Santa Fe, and we do get in early foul trouble. It was an emotional game. It's the first game that probably challenged us emotionally a little bit because they're the ones that ended our season last year, and so the guys wanted to go in there and make a statement. And I think our energy and was a little too high. We got a lot of fouls called on us early on, and some fouls that you don't get at home, but you get on the road. And really good for us to have to handle a little adversity. Went back, and when you're having a good season, sometimes things are easy. Winning can make you soft, and we didn't play the way we wanted to. We won on talent, but we didn't necessarily win the mind game. Mentally, we kind of took a step back for the first time because it's a big game, and they're young men and they're learning how to handle that stuff. And so we had to adjust a little bit and have some growing pains. It's always good to have a great year and still know that you can grow and get better. And so, the last 2 days of practice, we addressed those issues. And last night we came in against Mount Pleasant, who is athletic school. I mean, their team is extremely athletic, but we just settled in and went back to who we are, our identity, and got back on track.
When you think about teams like Santa Fe, now are they in your region?
Now those are district games, so they changed. They basically just swapped districts with us. They sent us to to 10A and sent Richland to 9A. So they just flip flopped us in Richland. So we're still in the same region, but we're in the opposite districts this year.
Okay. And that was a sectional game, right? Or a substate. What I call a substate. Old school guy like me, I call it a substate. But it was a substate game they beat y'all in, right?
No, sir. It was a region semifinals. Santa Fe had gotten upset by Richland in the district. And so, you had two of the top teams playing in the region semis, and it was a great game. If you were probably not a fan to watch it go back and forth, but they got us by, I think, 3 or 4 at the end, and so that's kind of been what we've had a chip on our shoulder since then. We felt like we left a lot on the table last year that we had more in the tank and we didn't finish. So deep down inside we don't talk about it, but it shows. So I love the fact that the guys feel like there's something that they let slip through their hands. So they come every day ready to prove something.
Well, Coach, let's talk about what you got this week. What you got coming up this week for Eagleville basketball?
Yeah, we're going to go start our second round of district play. We finished the first round of district play, and went undefeated in that. So Friday we'll start back with Culleoka, and then on Saturday we play Pickett County, who is one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the state. We went there and was fortunate enough to come away with a win. We trailed the whole game until the last 4 minutes of the game, and the boys just found a way. And that's going to be another great game for us. We've played a pretty challenging schedule so far, and wanted to make sure we saw one of those teams. Well, they are one of those teams. They're good enough to win the state, and it'll be a good test for us. We haven't played a team of that caliber in a couple of weeks, so it'll be really good for us to play that team, heading down the final stretch. And
so you said Saturday. That's a Saturday tip-in game, and that's at Eagleville?
Yes, sir. That's at Eagleville.
What time does it tip?
Girls start at 6, and we'll follow. Okay, so it's just a
normal Friday night schedule, but it's just going to be on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, you know what? I think that's a good thing for all the fans, because if you want to see some good basketball, I guarantee you'll see a great game if you head over there to Eagleville next Saturday night. So all Rutherford County fans, you can see whoever you normally watch on Friday night, but then on Saturday, you can head right over there to Eagleville. Am I right, Coach?
Absolutely. Wear some maroon.
There you go. All right, well, listen, Coach Davy McClaran, we appreciate your time. We certainly wish you the best of luck. Keep the good times rolling over there at Eagleville, Coach, and appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
The Coaches Show is brought to you by Sir Pizza, whose 3 Murfreesboro locations offer a huge selection of mouth-watering pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, and wings. Order your favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com.